Welcome everybody, my name is Asia E. Jones and I'm reporting for First View TV. Today we are here celebrating 5 years of the Nigerian British Business Forum, established by Mr. Afolabi Andrew. So come with me, let's check it out. Hi, so I'm here with the president of the Nigerian British Business Forum, Mr. Afolabi Andrew. How are you today, sir?
Very good. I mean, it's good to be here.
So we're here celebrating 5 years anniversary. Could you please tell us a bit about this forum?
Well, the Nigerian British Business Forum was set up in response of a need. And the need very simply is to bring about a group of people, professionals, entrepreneurs, that can stand in gap of the various issues going on in Nigeria in terms of adding value by virtue of the expertise. And in the same manner, to also be a bridge here by networking within the community. So the thrust of it really is bringing business people together to start to do stuff that can enhance their position as well as community.
It's absolutely awesome. So, like I said before, this is 5 years. So what is today's event about?
Well, we are celebrating 5 years of dogged determination, tenacity, and collaboration. Of course, the 5-year period has been one of what I'll call myriad of various opportunities and challenges. We all know that over the past 18 months, the COVID pandemic had been a major challenge to the world at large. And of course, that impacted on businesses. But nonetheless, you know, with the Nigerian British Business Forum, most interestingly, during that period, we were still very active online. And moving forward, based on experience that we've earned, it can only get better. Like I did say, the essence of the organization is to continue to collaborate. And we are celebrating that this evening. We're celebrating collaborative partnership.
Absolutely, that's brilliant. Now, if other Nigerian businesses who are hearing about this forum for the first time want to get involved, how can they get involved?
Well, they can very simply just visit our website, and that is NigerianBritishBusinessForum.com or nbbf.co.uk. And that's the easiest way to actually access the organization.
Okay. And what's up next after tonight? What can we expect from the organization? What do you have coming up?
Well, this is a season of celebration, I would say. We start today. On the 23rd of September, the sponsors of the main gala, which will take place on the 23rd of October, will be hosted at the Nigerian High Commission. You know, and of course, moving on from there, we will be having a major gala just behind us here at the Hilton in Paddington. That's on the 23rd of October. And we're also going to be using that as an opportunity to welcome the newly appointed Nigerian High Commissioner, Ambassador Adetunji Sarafa Ishola.
Okay. Sir, thank you so much. We wish you all and every success with tonight's event and also with the organization.
Appreciate that.
So I'm joined here by the Vice President of the Nigerian British Business Forum. Welcome, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Sir, could you just tell us, today you're here celebrating 5 years.
That's
I know
correct.
we're going to hear from you at some point today. Could you just talk us through the last 5 years and just share with us some of your successes?
All right. I think first and foremost, I would say who I am. Rotimi Jaisam is the name. The Vice Chairman of the Nigerian British Business Forum. I'm also the Chief Executive of Trojan Medical Group and Infrastructure Development Group. Professionally, I'm a gynecologist in the UK. Now, the 5 years that have gone have been amazing, and one must commend the visionary behind this, Mr. Afolabi Andrew, because as Nigerians we have to come together. There's number in strength. When we work in silos, when we don't collaborate, when we don't partner with each other, then we are scattered all over the place, and there's no critical success factor in what we do. And that's why the MBBF has been a very important vehicle to promote Nigerian business.
Thank you so much, sir. So, moving forward, what are your plans and the goals for this organization in the next 5 years? Your aspirations?
Well, our aspirations really is directed towards our home country, Nigeria, to see development taking place in Nigeria. One cannot rely on government alone to provide education, provide health, housing. All sectors of Nigeria need development. Roads, transportation, mention it. When you look at the Sustainable Development Goals, the 17 goals, it's about human development. The human capital development of Nigeria is very poor. And we hope that as an organization, with our members coming together, working with governments in Nigeria in terms of development, that will be able to progress Nigeria to a higher level within the next 5 years. 5 years is a short time, but we must take the very first step, which we have done. And we will continue in the journey. Most of the members are optimistic of our country. We love our country. And we believe that Nigeria can be a better place. And that is why we do what we do, in spite of the difficulties you get in doing business in Nigeria.
Okay, sir. So anyone watching this and wants to be a part of this, what would you say to them and how can they become a part of this?
We'll welcome them. You see, human beings are relational people. You cannot work in silos. Some of us have depended on what we call white allies. No, we should also have black allies. You're looking for white allies because you haven't got the numbers, you haven't got the strength to fight your corners. But when we come together as one, Nigeria has a population of 200 million. We, in the medical profession here, we've probably got about 6,000 doctors in the UK. So we've got the numbers to make a difference here and back at home. And that is what I hope that new members coming in will see. They digging out, putting their heads in the sand, working in silos. I think we should do away with that kind of culture or mentality. There's enough space for everybody to thrive and flourish in society.
Thank you so much, sir, for your time.
Thank
And
you.
I want to say congratulations on your 50th anniversary.
Okay, thank you. Thanks
Have a
for
good
having
evening.
me.
Welcome, sir, to the 5th anniversary of the Nigerian Business Forum. Can you please tell us your name, sir?
My name is Olu Obaro. I
And-
call people like that, but I just like to be called Olu Obaro. Because I think it sounds sweet in my ears.
It does. It absolutely does. So, sir, can you just tell us a bit about your involvement with this event and this organization?
Well, to start with, Afolabi Anjo and myself have come a long way in doing quite a few things together in the Nigerian community. So the concept of the business forum came up a few years ago, and we invited me to be part of it. And well, I've been part of it since inception. And today being the 5th anniversary, or we're celebrating the 5th anniversary, it's a kind of I won't say a mini landmark, it's a landmark, and it shows the progression of the body and the fact that we are able to bring different people from different professional backgrounds together on the same platform to interrogate ourselves, exchange ideas with the main focus of building our community here, but more importantly, building our beloved country, Nigeria, which at the moment needs every help it can get. And so we believe that with the combined effort, we'll be able to do quite a lot for the country. I would just hope and pray that in the fullness of time, the efforts of the body will be seen in a much, much more visible way with the cooperation of our people back home.
Awesome. So, as a member of this forum, what would you say to maybe somebody who's listening and wants to be a member, wants to join this forum? What would you say to encourage them and they can look forward to?
Well, come and join. You'll find that the pedigree of the people and their vision and their willingness to be supportive is something that you will benefit from.
Yes.
You see, it's always better, to work with people. You become stronger. You get ideas that hitherto you may not have, even from somebody outside of your own profession, outside of your own background. By discussions or through exchange of ideas, you become richer. So you become richer not just materially, but even intellectually, which you can apply commercially or privately.
Thank you, sir, and enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thank you very much.
I'm joined by another key member of this organization. Please, ma'am, could you just tell us a bit about your business and your name as well?
Okay. My name is Mrs. Ronke Adiago, and I'm the founder and CEO of IE Foundation. IE Foundation stands for Ronke Adiago Foundation, and basically this foundation was set up about 2 years ago to help to reduce the number of out-of-school children. Because of the security challenges we're having in Nigeria, the number of out-of-school children have actually spiked. So we have now been set up to actually reduce that number. So we basically go around, pick kids off the street and put them in school and pay for their fees. Wow. So we've got this initiative called Off the Street and Into the Classroom. So we operate mainly in the northern part of Nigeria because that's where the problem is prevalent. At the end of the day, our objective is to make sure every Nigerian child gets education. So that's what we're about.
Okay, so how did you become involved with the Nigerian British Business Forum?
Right, a very interesting question. I'm a chartered accountant, so that's my day job basically, but I just have a passion for education. So I think Mr. Andu actually spotted me thinking my passion is wow. He was so impressed with my passion. So he said, Ronke, you have to come on board to be part of us because we like what you're doing. You are making an impact on the next generation of Nigerians. So we want you to come on board. So he actually only recently just appointed me as the chairperson for the education committee of MBBF.
Oh, awesome. Well, congratulations on that.
You.
And again, congratulations for the 50th anniversary.
Thank you
and have a good evening.
And you. Take care.
So I am here again with two members of this forum. So could you please introduce yourself and could you tell us your names and a bit about your business?
By the way, you have such a lovely voice. Honestly, so soothing.
So is yours, actually.
So soothing. My name is Charles Ajayi Kiran, or Charles Kiran. What was the next question?
Your business.
All right. I am a professional speaker.
Yes.
And a corporate trainer. Yes.
Well, I'm Dr. Lawrence Jones Esson. Well, I am a lecturer at the University of Sunderland, but also the CEO of the London Academy of Business School, but also the University of Entrepreneurship. So I'm an entrepreneur, a tycoon, if I can do that.
He's a very important man. He wears so many hats.
Yes, I can.
Very well recognized in the community.
I can feel that. So you've been involved with the Nigerian British Business Forum since conception?
Well, I was privileged to host the inaugural event. Yes. Falabi, a lot of things that he does, of course, he drags me in. He's one of my oldest friends, about 33 years standing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so he's somebody who I believe in completely. So I've been involved. When I say involved, I was involved in helping launch the inaugural event. But since then, I've probably attended just 2 events since then.
So what are the benefits of this forum? We're here celebrating 5 years. What would you say are the benefits of either being part of this forum or actually just benefiting from it?
Well, it's meeting the like-minded people, meeting people who are futuristic, forward-looking, and people who have mind to develop Africa, especially Nigeria. So that's one of the reasons why I joined.
Awesome. So, in terms of hopes and aspiration for the future for this forum, is there anything you can tell us?
Yeah, what is interesting that he's doing here is, of course, he has gone intentionally after key individuals in the culture, and he's bringing together formidable individuals who collectively can become a force for change and a force for good. You know, just like the Jews do and the Asians and the Chinese, but you need somebody to spearhead it. And he's been able to spearhead it. He's been very, very convincing, has been very dedicated to this cause. And based on that, of course, he's been able to attract quite phenomenal groups of individuals who've been part of this.
Well, thank you both for taking the time to talk to me.
Well, one more thing I'd like to say.
Sure.
I've just suggested to him
Yes.
that Facebook probably started just as small as this
Yes.
until it grows to become what it is today. So we could have something more massive from what he's doing now.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
LinkedIn, for example.
Yes.
Same thing. So
Yeah.
this could grow and become bigger. things.
Absolutely.
With people like him and others,
And we'll all
sky's
be
the
here
limit.
to support and report about it.
no doubt about it.
Fantastic.
So here, we couldn't do this whole evening without speaking to the First Lady of the Nigerian British Business Forum. How are you today?
I'm very well, thank you.
Well, it's a pleasure to see you,
Thank you.
joining us this evening. So what is it that you can tell us about the forum and the organization?
It's been a passion that my husband's had for many years. I always fondly call him Mr. Nigeria because he's always, since we got married, everything he does is to enhance the image of Nigeria abroad. He's done this, but prior to that, he used to do something called the Best of Nigeria exposition, which he did for about 7-8 years at the Excel to just try and get people to know about Nigeria, Nigerian businesses. And so he eats and sleeps Nigeria, even to his detriment sometimes. But I thank God because somebody needs to do it. So, and here we are today just celebrating the business forum and trying to get Nigerians together once again to do what they do and to help each other, grow each other's businesses and encourage one another.
Okay, so 5 years in the making. What can you tell us about the success that you've seen?
I think we've had, since the inaugural dinner 5 years ago, we've had a lot more people become members, a lot more functions, and especially during this lockdown period, they had quite a few things on Zoom, which were quite successful, quite informative. So I think we're going in the right direction.
Awesome. And in terms of future, what are your aspirations and hopes for the next 5 years?
I think for the organization to grow, for there to be more members, and also for the members to interact and try and build a formidable force of, I don't know, some sort of conglomerate or a cooperative, something that will grow people's businesses, but also something that will leave a legacy that we can help people back home in Nigeria, you know, I don't know, people in hostels and people who just need help. So I think to try and help people, not just enrich ourselves here in the diaspora, but go back home and make a difference.
Yeah. Well, on behalf of everyone, the members, I definitely want to thank you for your selflessness, your sacrifice, for allowing him to even have the time to dedicate so much, because it takes someone being behind them to support the husband to do something like this. So I just want to say thank you.
Thank you.
And God bless you.
Thank you.
All right. So I'm here with two more members, the younger members of the forum. Please, sirs, can you tell me your name and what you do?
My name is Tirande Ika. I'm an IT consultant.
My name is Wale Oluwasonya. I'm also an IT consultant specializing in cybersecurity.
Awesome. So tell me, we're celebrating 5 years today of this organization. Are there anything that you can share in terms of success and aspiration and things that you hope for this organization?
Thank you very much. Basically, I see it growing. The last 5 years has been wonderful. Mr. Folabiandu is a very good friend. He's a brother to me as well. I actually understand and I catch on the vision which he has for Nigerians especially. And so I'm hoping that this will go from, grace to grace. And the next 5 years, we'll probably embark on other projects that, we can come back again and say to ourselves that, wow, that was 5 years ago, that was 10 years ago.
And how can we encourage more people that are listening, watching, and like, I want to become a member? What can they look forward to if they become a member?
Well, for me personally, I think the vision is phenomenal. And I can remember 5 years ago when we started it, I actually attended the first day in West London, Hilton Hotel, and 5 years down the line. And I can tell you for sure, the network is fantastic, and the vision and the exposure you have to businesses in the UK, Nigeria, as well as other countries like the US. Mm-hmm. So it's a very good thing for someone that has a very positive mind to go into business, because they're very supportive. You have the network of different people in Nigeria, different government agencies that will you can leverage on if you want to dwell into different businesses. So it's really fantastic for any positive thinking person to come in to join us.
Okay, you heard it from them. Thank you so much and enjoy the celebration for this evening.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, so I'm here with the wonderful Mr. Samuel Odeyemi. If you know that name, you will know he's married to the absolutely gorgeous authorist and life coach, Mrs. Adiola Odeyemi. How are you today, sir?
Very well. Very well.
It's funny that I'm talking to him like this. That's why it's because we know each other.
Yeah.
So you're here at the 5th year anniversary of the Nigerian British Business Forum.
Yep.
Now, tell us a bit about your involvement and what you do with the forum.
Okay. So my involvement now dates back as far back as 5 years, actually. So I was actually at the initiation stages as well. And because I'm also in IT, information technology, I'm the chairperson for the MBBF group. And we try to create training, webinars, and do all sorts of things for the forum. And obviously, networking and providing services at the same time for the forum.
Okay, awesome. So in terms of members who are thinking they want to join, or people who want to join to become members, what would you say to them?
Oh, wow. I think first thing first, it's a great opportunity, not because I'm a member, but I've certainly reaped the benefits of being a member. I've met a lot of people, people in different walks of life, business people, entrepreneurs, professionals, people that are really top of their game in whatever they do, seasoned people. And it's a good platform to network. And also, most importantly, is a platform of trust. Because what it is that if you're part of this forum, you can be rest assured that if you're dealing with someone else within this forum, the person will hold up to high standards. And so really, if you're trying to do business in Nigeria or any part of the world, because the forum actually cuts across, it's not just in the UK, you have America, you have Nigeria, so it gives you that sort of network. And if you want to do business in Nigeria, as an example, just look for someone in the forum that's already part of the forum, because there is trust. You can trust that person to do business with. Awesome. So it's a great opportunity.
So, well, thank you for your time and have a good evening.
Thank you.
And this evening, though we've labelled it the Hangouts, we want you to feel that this is going to be part of what you're likely to see going ahead. Some informal networking events, such as this evening, and also promotion of business venues or ventures for our individual members. So this evening, as part of our sort of marking of our 5th anniversary, we're going to hand over to our wonderful Mr. Charles here, who's going to really give you more of an insight into our networking events, members, and other, let me say, events that we have scheduled within our, not just our annual celebrations, but also that we have globally. So we'll give you an oversight of everything. So please, there you go, Mr. Charles.
On a need-to-know basis, because Papa Foley, as I call him, will inform me of anything happening so I can participate or announce it. But gentlemen and ladies, distinguished, permit me to add the distinguished in front of it, because we have a room replete with heavy hitters. It's a delight and a joy this evening to welcome all of you to an informal evening. Falabi asked me a few days ago if I'll give us a welcome address. I said with delight, I'll be happy to. As a matter of fact, the inaugural event of the Nigerian British Business Forum, I had the high privilege of hosting that night. I remember it so well. For me, I'm here primarily because of personal relationship. Falabi and his beautiful wife, Yemisi, are individuals I've known for over 33 years. We have fought lots of battles together. Somebody I immensely admire because of his dogged personality. Those of you who know it, Jennifer, I remember the first event where I met you at the Wembley. Yes, that's like, my God, how many years ago was that? All right, it's a long, long time ago. I think early 2000s or something like that. Now, what I love about Afolabi is his vision. He has always had a vision of bringing together the collective Nigerian key players and creating a formidable network that you can compare with the Chinese, the Asians, or the Jews. That has always been something that spurs him on. He's always had this vision. He had a newspaper about 30 years ago called The Contact, I forgot the name of the newspaper, The Contact Group, to bring people together over 30-something years ago. He's been on this journey. This is not a new thing. I say to people all the time when I try to introduce him, this is your regional community activator. Before you have so many people trying to do that today, Falabi has been on this journey for over 30 years. Over 30 years. And the dream still hasn't departed from him. But I think he's rebounded, this time with much more gusto. This time he's bringing in now high-profile players who are able to buy into that phenomenal vision that he's always had. And that is the reason some of you are here tonight. You've bought into that vision of creating a robust, formidable, tight, solid group of Nigerian entrepreneurs who can help change the narrative, where we can demonstrate the collective net worth of our people that could rival any other communities in this country and indeed internationally. So there's a purpose to this whole thing, okay? And I want to say what a huge stride. I remember the best of Nigeria at the Excel Center. I remember the first one where we had the ministers flying from Nigeria, trade and investment, all kinds of ministers, the ambassador by your side, cutting the ribbon, cutting the red tape, and seeing an Excel Center packed with powerful Nigerians, all showcasing their individual expertise, with also friends of Nigeria who wanted to tap into the Nigerian market, all present. Huge arena, right? Falabi spearheading that, and the conferences we had before the event started, where we had to sensitize people with what is about to happen over the course of the 2-day or 3-day event. So this is not something new to him. He's been doing this for a long time. But now I think it's much more purposeful. And I want to, this is our 5 years in doing this now. And I want to say that what we have started has the potential and the power to become truly massive, as you all know. And that's part of the reason I also got involved, okay? That's part of the reason I got involved. I don't show up at a lot of these, but I am trying to make myself much more available now as well to a lot of these wonderful, wonderful events. So, ladies and gentlemen, we've come a long way in the past 5 years, but I believe the future is bright. But one of the things I like to say, I have one of the most exciting quotes. Same quote I shared at your launch, at the Moby Health launch. And it's by a man called James Allen. James Allen wrote a seminal book, tiny little book titled As a Man Thinketh. Most of you may have read that book. In that book, by the way, James Allen died at the age of 48. Died penniless and broke. He was from Newcastle in England. But when he died, that book went on to sell multiplied millions and millions of copies, bringing in tens of millions into his estate, but post his death. In that book, he said something I never forgot. He said, all achievements initially began as a dream in somebody's heart. That the mighty oak tree initially rested in an acorn. That even the birds of the air once laid in eggs. That so it is in the human soul, that there's a waking giant right now inside each and every one of us, stirring to be released, stirring to be let loose. He said dreams are the seedlings of reality, that we will gravitate towards our highest visions or toward our ephemeral wishes, be they base, be they beautiful, or be they a combination of both. So we must dream lofty dreams, because as we dream, so shall we become. That our visions are the promise of what we shall be one day. Our ideals are the prophecies of what we shall at last unveil. We dream big dreams. We have big realities. He also said somewhere else that human beings are men. And when I think about Falabi, I think exactly of this. Because we have deep, deep conversations. Deep conversations. He said man is buffeted by circumstances, so long as he believes himself to be the creature of outside conditions. But when man realizes that he's a creative power, that he can summon the healing soil and seeds out of his being, out of which circumstances flow, that man then becomes the rightful master of himself. So whatever the issues, the challenges, the problems that we go through, if we realize we are a creative power and that we are able to summon from deep within us the hidden soil and seed from the depth of our being, we will then master that situation. Not only master ourselves, but master that situation. The reason I say that is, whatever it is we are doing with NBBF, it is dogged with challenges, as you know. Whether it's in the pursuit of trying to get people to renew their membership, whether it's in the trying to get people to showcase their business, whatever it is no easy matter to have to follow through and go after people. But he has done it relentlessly, relentlessly. So I want to ask the Lord to bless this initiative. Now, what we began 5 years ago, may it become something phenomenal. May it become something that brings true pride to not only us, but to our nation. May we be beacons and paragons of hope and inspiration to the next generation. May we leave behind huge legacies based on what we have all done collectively. May we achieve feats that people do not think was possible, but we are able, through the power of God, to achieve this. So if you join me, please, I'd like to say a quick prayer as I finish my part of this evening's presentation. Father, in the name of Jesus, Lord, I thank you for these great men and women assembled here this evening, Father. Vision has brought us all together. Purpose has brought us all together. Things that you delight in, oh Lord. We ask you to bless this initiative. Father, let your finger touch this business, this networking group, NBBF, and make it an organization of distinction. An organization of distinction. Oh Lord, let it embody your power, Father. As we go ahead with all our various initiatives, let it embody your power. Bless it, Lord. Bless every member of this organization. Protect them in these perilous times we're living in. I ask for protection. I ask for preservation. I ask, oh Lord, that you will project each and every one of us to heights that's unimaginable. Heights that's unimaginable. That only you can do. And all the glory, yet again, will come back to you, Father, as it always does. For we operate in your power and in your spirit, not by ours. In your mighty name I pray. Amen. Okay, awesome stuff.
With table number 1, we go around and just a brief introduction of who we are, and so that we can just familiarize ourselves once again. So if we start with table number 1, and then I'll start. Please stand up.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, Dr. Jones.
Thank you very much. Thank you. My name is Dr. Lawrence Jones, a Nigerian. Also, a very, very interesting young man. I'm the youngest in this room, so I love it.
Who said so? I'm younger than you.
I believe tonight will be a very wonderful night for all of us. For me, it's a privilege to see all the beautiful ladies here, and also my seniors and the gentleman who I admire so much. I couldn't even say anything else because Charles has said everything. So I'm pleased to be here with you. Please don't forget, I love cards. I will collect each and everyone's card. So I believe with that I can make a lot of things happen. Look at me. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, good evening, everyone. My name is Dr. Su. I'm a civil engineer. I've been a civil engineer for quite some time. I run my own consultancy. I work on all kinds of projects in the civil engineering and water engineering business. A few days ago, I reached the grand age of Hawaii 6-0. And as a result of the exertion, I'm still recovering. If I'm rather quiet this evening, please understand. Thank you very much.
Yemisi Andu, First Lady. I'm a medical doctor. I work at Rockland General Hospital in the geriatric department, and I love my job.
I think he said he's the youngest. I disagree with him. I'm the youngest from the other end. I'm delighted to be here. I'm a radiologist. I don't know where I am at the moment. I know I'm not full fat, but at the moment, I don't think it's because I'm confused.
Geriatric doctor.
Need to just a word about I don't know what to call him, my friend or my brother, but whichever we want to categorize him. I think it has to be said that I think I said that earlier on when we had a gathering at the High Commission, that when we have gatherings like this, it leaves me with mixed feelings because you feel very exalted and very happy that we have such a collection of people. But at the same time, we feel very depressed that the aggregate talents and abilities that we have, we have not been allowed to deploy them effectively back home in our country. And that diminishes us. Afolabi, I've known him for years. He's such a dogged fighter. There are not many like him. And I'm not saying this because he's here. I think my wife probably has more positive things to say about him because I think they both are prayer warriors. And share quite a few things common, but his legs, he said earlier, and his vision, and he's never giving up that spirit. I think it's something that is so infectious that you cannot help. Even when you don't believe in it, you have to say, okay, I will go with you. And I just pray that in the fullness of time, I feel like with the efforts of your wife, I put into our community free dividends, big dividends. The situation in Nigeria for any realistic person is very depressing. But to see the God we have and the God we serve can shine through the darkest of places, and just pray that we shine through that place so that the good works people like you have been doing will be seen for the country to grow. Thank you very much.
Gaius is the name. I usually tell people I look after women. And when I say so, at times people wonder what I mean. People read all sorts of meaning into looking after women. I was born by a woman, married to a woman, have a daughter. So I'm a gynecologist. So that's what I do professionally. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of Trojan Medical Group, which was launched in November 2019, just before COVID. COVID has had an impact on our business, but still very optimistic. So that's something brief about me. I'm also into global health issues and women's health issues. I'll leave it as that.
Thank you.
My name is Yemi Okoyemi I'm a salesman, to cut a long story short. I'm a salesman, that's how I like to describe myself. My background is into real estate, financial services, and housing. And I'm involved with projects here in the UK and Nigeria. I run a property and mortgage company in the UK, and we're involved with a couple of housing developments in Nigeria. It's a privilege to always be around anytime I see him, I hear him, Mr. Contact. Just like my brother said, it's a vision in motion. I'm very proud. And I know there's a long journey ahead, but we're there already. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you.